All right, welcome back to Liquid Measures, episode 1.6. Now, what you see in front of us are the regular everyday beers because we've had so many people say, hey, you guys are doing a lot of high-end beers. We can't find these beers. We don't know where they're at. Do something that we have and we drink every day. And we were thinking with the new year coming, we're here, everybody's saying the resolutions. We know you're not going to quit drinking, so you're going to say, I'm going to drink some light beer. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to do light beer. We're going to do the Miller Lite, the Bud Light, and the Coors Light. They're the big three, and we're going to see how they measure up to everything else.
And by the way, this is Jason. I'm Don, and special guest tonight we got Wally from Wally Palooza. For you local folks over in Is it going to be in Maryville or Alcoa this year, Wally? Go ahead and give a call.
Next one will be in Maryville, Knoxville. We're going to do it everywhere that takes us. So
all right.
Wherever nice beers are served.
So check that out, and we're gonna Liquid Measures is gonna show up, peruse the crowd, see what you're drinking, talk to y'all, be crazy, get stupid.
So if you see us, remember, buy us beer.
Buy us beer, yes.
It helps.
If you want us to review your beer, well, buy us beer. We'll drink what you're drinking. Sound good?
That sounds great to me.
All right. Let's start out with the good old Miller Lite. This is actually a true light beer and one of the first light beers. It's I think 4.2% alcohol from what I remember reading.
Sounds about right.
And around 100 calories, so it's actually a true light beer. So we're going to give this a shot, and I'm going to pour it into a true Pilsner glass. And I mean, it don't get more Pilsner than a Pilsner glass. So we're going to see what it tastes like. We're going to give it a fair shot, man.
Now I have to admit, I drink Miller Lite a lot. Love it, drank it for years. So, this is, it's nothing new, nothing, Normally, though, I drink it out of a bottle. But, there's a lot of cans, especially football time. Here it is, Super Bowl. Everybody's getting everything they can. They're doing it. So, still drinking it straight out of the can. So, what better way can you have it? This way, I mean, everybody drinks it straight out of the can anyways. Normally, if you got one of these three beers, you're not going to sit here and pour it into a glass. But for us to judge everything and see how it really matches up to every other beer that we do, we are still going to pour them into the glasses the way they should be poured, smell them, taste them, and give you our thoughts.
We give everything a fair shake.
Yes.
I don't care to review Pepsi Blue Ribbon. It's all good. But what we got on this one is a heavily filtered, clear, pale yellow liquid. You can see the head is actually fairly good retention on this thing. It's bubbly, white. This is an adjunct lager, which means it has something in it besides barley. And I think they add rice to Miller Lite. Is that right?
I think so. I think that's what gets it in the light.
In the light category.
To keep the calories down.
Low alcohol, low calories. Yeah. So.
Right, so I'm getting my carbs today.
There you go. You're going to have plenty of carbs, Wally. All right. On the nose, there's not much there.
Like I can smell it through the can.
Got a little. How's that aluminum smell?
I really I don't like the aluminum at all. But I'm still going to drink it out of it. That's why I'm normally, if I'm drinking straight out of the bottle. But,
I get malt, yeast, and rice. That's pretty much what I get. All right.
Cheers. First taste.
Watery.
Yeah, I mean, you can, it's not going to, it's not going to slam your head back when you drink it.
It's not horrible either.
But it's a good beer. I mean, I like it. I do. I've liked it for a long time, so it's going to be hard for me to, say too many terribly bad things about it. But it is what it is. It is a light beer, so it's going to have a it's going to have a watered down taste to it. It really is, But it's one of these beers that when you're sitting around, hot summer day, ball game, whatever, and you're thirsty and you want to pound them back, it's great for that.
Go ahead, Wally.
I was going to say, out of the light beers that I do drink, I think Miller Lite actually has a flavor to it. And it always complements my pizza well. Anything I eat, Miller Lite goes with it. That's the beauty of Miller Lite.
Yeah, if I'm out in a bar with somebody partying, just having a good time, I'm with them 100%. Miller Lite is what I drink. Until Yingling became readily available.
And cheaper.
And cheaper, yeah exactly.
Because we like cheap. Cheap is good.
But yeah, Miller Lite. I mean, it's in my opinion, it's got flavor. It's actually got that a little bit of hops bite.
It does. You
I
can
mean,
taste
you can
it.
actually taste
Yeah,
the
you can
hops.
taste it. It's not that it's so light and watery that you can't taste it. You can taste the beer, but it's one of those that if you're if you're just starting out drinking beers, then you can drink this beer and it not give you the pucker face when you first drink it. So it's very good. So,
Well, let's finish these off. What do you say?
that sounds good to me. I'm
We'll move
ready
right
to
on to
finish.
Bud Light. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All right, now that we've finished off with the Miller Lite, we're going to start next with probably, and I was doing some research on this, and I do believe that Bud Light is the #1 selling beer in the world.
The world, correct.
The world. So yeah, it's I've got a good friend. He works here locally in Knoxville delivering, and he just can't keep it stocked. And so he was telling me, hey, yeah, Bud Light, it's the #1 beer in the world. Budweiser's #2, and then so I did some of my research on my own to check, and sure enough, Bud Light is the #1 selling beer in the world.
Absolutely.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's very, very popular among college kids and the bar atmosphere. It's got great marketing value, and that's great marketing does a lot. But here we're not worried about marketing; we're worried about taste,
Flavor, taste, and what kind of beer is it? That's why we're here. All right, so let's get to it, guys. Bud Light.
Let's crack it open and see. So.
I'll try to pour this one a little better.
Who cares about the pour, just as long as we get it in the glass.
Hey, sometimes just getting it in the glass is an accomplishment.
Oh, that one's close.
Uh-huh.
That was close. See,
I went to college too.
you can tell he's only had one so far.
Oh, jeez.
Just wait as the night goes. All right, guys.
All right. On this pour, we've still got another really thick, wide head. This is even paler than the Miller Lite.
I was getting ready to say I can actually see the definition between Wally's ear and his hat through the glass. So
I can see Barwink Sarah laughing at me back there through the glass.
it's very very pale, very very
The
thin.
smell. The smell disturbs me.
Yeah, see, it's hard through. It's hard for me to get a good sniff through the aluminum. So,
What do you think, Don?
It smells like it's almost exclusively a rice beer. I mean, does it not?
I
get barely any barley in there at all.
I'm not getting a whole lot of barley out of it, but we're gonna, of
If
course.
I'm getting very little smell at all, and that scares me.
Yeah,
I sniffed this like 6 times. Like, where you at?
yeah, and I know we've had a big thing on smell here. Going way back to the dog ass on the nut brown, but smell is important, and if you do not get a good smell from a beer, it throws you off. Once you start drinking, because we've noted several times that there's a difference between people who enjoy drinking beer and people who just want to drink. There's a difference, and we enjoy drinking beer. That's one of the reasons why we do this. So, and smell is very important.
As it's warming, you're getting a little more smell there. But it still smells almost like cooked rice.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Let's give it a taste.
Let's give it a
All
taste.
right, guys.
There is no taste.
Trying to find the taste in here somewhere.
Which is probably
Really?
why it's so popular among younger beer drinkers.
Because you can drink a
Because you can
metric ass ton of them and
not worry.
Yeah.
Because it's very very light on my tongue. I can't I can barely get anything.
there's no hoppiness whatsoever. I'm the hops guy. IPAs, love them. But there's no hops here.
I enjoy lagers and ales, but this is,
I'd use it to cook food with.
Yeah, a beer chicken.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Exactly.
Great for beer can chicken.
Beer can chicken, yes.
And actually, back in the day, we used to take Bud and Bud Light, and that's what we boiled our crab legs in.
Ah,
I was
So-
thinking this.
So it's
should go with
very
seafood.
very good for
Yes.
it's very good for boiling crab legs. And that was the best tasting crab legs I ever had.
You know,
When we took this, dumped it in there instead of water, and then drank something else.
I could see this just like you said with seafood.
Mhm.
As light
It is.
as light as this is, as little flavor as it produces. Shrimp, as delicate as shrimp is anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could probably drink that with grilled shrimp.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, let's kill this one, guys.
All
We'll
right.
move right on to Coors Light.
All right, now that we've got Miller Lite, Bud Light out of the way, we're going to the next big one, which is Coors Light. In this area, Coors Light is actually very popular among anyone above 45 years old and older, because Coors Light and Coors was not readily available in this area because it was until about
82,
82, something like that. It's somewhere in that area. And then once it became available, the beer drinkers of that age grabbed a hold of it, grabbed it, and was like, man, this is awesome. We finally get Coors. So they started drinking a lot of it. And this is actually, anytime I go over, Dad has beer in the fridge. He's, got a Coors Light. I always try to bring him something different, but he's one of those that he likes what he likes, and that's it, And a lot of people are like that, I know a lot of people that our age that still, they drink Coors Light, and they love it, and that's all they drink. So we're gonna.
That was one of my first beers was Coors Light.
I remember my first beer.
Was it your first beer? Well, let's do some Coors Light.
Let's taste it
Take
and see
a
what we
trip
got.
to the Rockies, guys. Let's see what we got.
And Coors Light now, with their great marketing and their cold activated cans and their, everything they've got, their little measurements on there. I got to give it up to them. That's pretty smart. It's good marketing wise. And anytime you can get someone that's never picked up your beer, to pick up your beer because of a good marketing trick, hey, go for it. I would do it.
And
I
Coors,
like money in my pocket.
they're also the makers of the Keystone, and they've really shot the Keystone brand a big shot in the arm with the
Yes.
whole Keystone campaign. So, they're smart up there in Colorado.
I could tell several stories about Keystone Light, but we
Oh.
won't go there.
That's for a different web show.
That's for the DVD extras.
That's for the DVD extras. Keystone Light. Wow.
Wow, that's thin.
That head's going away.
It is dropping fast, isn't it?
That and absolutely no lacing whatsoever.
I'm thinking, this is not, it's not going to have a large taste to it.
I've got to say the Bud Light hung around a little bit more than
It
the
did.
Coors Light.
It did.
That really surprises me. But hey,
Neither one of them hung as long as the Miller Lite did, which was, like I said, normally when I drink them straight out of the bottle, I don't pour them, but I was really impressed with the way the Miller Lite hung in there. But this is,
well, the Miller Lite
dissipated
actually
quick.
left some light lacing on the
Yeah.
side of the glass too, showing that it actually had a little bit of heft to it.
yeah,
But this is gone.
it's, and it's so pale. It's very, very pale.
It looks like it's been sitting out all night long.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, just
it
poured.
really does.
It's almost like a light champagne color. It's so pale.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm smelling aluminum, so there's no
Oh.
reason to.
Oh, that's a corn adjunct. I can tell you that's corn right off.
Well, I like corn liquor.
That's almost got a bitter smell to it.
Nothing on the front. I get just a hint on the back of my tongue before it goes down. But other than that, it's like water.
Water.
It's water.
Coors Light tastes like my ex-girlfriend's late night drunken kisses. I'm not a fan. Sorry.
Tell us how
I had
you
to
really
go-
feel.
I had to go
Yeah.
there. I had
Tell
to
us
go
how
there.
you really feel.
I
It's
hope
all
you're
good.
watching. You should be, just like everyone else, because this is liquid measures.